Someone recently had asked me what is a good Bible to read for new believers or someone who hasn't read the Bible before. Personally, I like the King James Bible, but I keep a study Bible. I have a King James and I have a New Living Translation Fire Bible. I think it's a good idea to have both because, well, a lot of stuff is outdated and there's certain words that we have in the American English language that have a different meaning than the words in the King James. So although that's my favorite Bible, I like to have a study Bible with me as well. With that said, I want to read y'all something out of Ephesians 4, verse 23 to 32. I'm going to break it down for y'all a little bit. I feel like it's real helpful in these times. This is verse 23, Ephesians 4. Instead, let the Spirit renew your thoughts and attitudes. Put on your new nature, created to be like God, truly righteous and holy. So stop telling lies. Let us tell our neighbors the truth, for we are all parts of the same body. And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you're still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil. If you are a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good hard work, and then give generously to others in need. Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And do not bring sorrow to God's Holy Spirit by the way you live. Remember, He has identified you as His own, guaranteeing that you will be saved on the day of redemption. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Now, what I just read to y'all was us getting game out the Bible. You see, when we're being told, stop lying, stop being angry, things like that. I'm going to give you an example. It says, don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil. When I told y'all before, when we operate in sin, it's opening up windows to the enemy to operate in our life. We're giving them access. You understand? So when we hear about sin growing up, it's like, do not do this, do not do that, do not do this, man. Naturally, we want to break rules. But see, it wasn't in that context. It was giving us game because that's how the enemy operates in our life. If you a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good work and then give generously to others in need. Don't use foul or abusive language. Foul language is given to us from the fallen angels. Curse words, curse. It's right there in front of our face. Even to get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Think about a state of rage. When you're in a state of rage, we lose control. When we lose control, who we handing control over to? You understand? We sit there and say things like, I didn't mean to say that. I can't believe I did that. I don't remember doing that. Did I really say that? You know, we giving control to these other entities. And trust me, they operating in our lives. The way to defeat that is allowing the Holy Spirit to enter you and operate in your life. Trust me, the Holy Spirit powerful. Jesus Christ is all powerful. Ain't none of that stuff can mess with Jesus, man. All that demonic witchcraft, all that sorcery stuff, they still got to make sacrifices every day to pull up some type of power. That's why they still got to do it every day. When the Holy Spirit enters you, you are all powerful. The only reason you ain't powerful is if you don't know it. Once you know it, once you know how powerful you are, ain't nothing can stop you in Jesus Christ's mighty name. Y'all have a good, blessed day, man. Mighty men of God. Go Tam, baby. Let's get it.